What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel for a brand new mod review. In fact, I have an entire weekend full of them coming your way just because I have come across so many mods that honestly I am freaking out over, and I think you guys are gonna have a little freak out moment too because they're so freaking amazing. So just stay tuned because, like I said, a weekend full of mod reviews. I'm so excited. Today we're here for the preteen mod, which is the base of the mod, like the foundation. It was created by KATATO. I think that's how you say her username. If not, we're just gonna, you know what, we're just gonna call her Kat from here on out because I don't want to be like butchering it the whole way through the video and then, like, you know what I mean? I'd feel horrible. Welcome to being a preteen. For the next couple of years, you're going to be experiencing some changes, but don't worry, it's completely natural and you'll do just fine. Now, introducing my Sims 4 preteen mod. First of all, the teens in the game look too grown. Sims go from looking like a little kid to looking like they should be paying taxes. So that's why I created this mod, to give us a good in-between phase. How does it work? When a child ages up into a teenager, they get the preteen trait. They are automatically enrolled in middle school and are automatically made shorter than adults. Preteens go through phases more often than children and teens, and the phases happen pretty quickly. They can also experience voice cracks. Simple hygiene system. I added a basic hygiene system to the game. If you click on your sim, they will have the option to apply lotion, body spray, and deodorant. Use the lotion after your sim gets out of the shower or they're gonna have dry skin. The body spray gives your sims a confident boost, but watch out, if you spray too much, they may get dizzy. The deodorant slows hygiene decay and gets your sim smelling nice and fresh. Middle school. The middle school acts exactly like the grade school and high school that's in game. In the school focus pack for this mod, I'll be adding some cool features for middle school, but for now, it's pretty basic. Middle schoolers do get their own homework book, so make sure you use that. And at the very bottom of the post, Kat has addressed some commonly asked questions. Why doesn't the teen I made in Create a Sim have the preteen trait? A sim will only get the preteen trait if they age up in game from a child to a teen. If you make a teen in Create a Sim, they're gonna be a teen when the save starts. If you want to turn a teen into a preteen, click on the teen and find the preteen pie menu. In this menu, you'll be able to have the option to add the preteen trait, which removes them from high school and enrolls them in middle school. It will also automatically change their height too. Will the teens already in my save turn into preteens? No, but if you want to turn them into a preteen, you can use the interaction in the preteen pie menu on your teen to turn them into a preteen. I don't want this sim to be a preteen. Okay, cool. Just go to the preteen pie menu on your preteen and choose the option to remove the preteen trait. This will change their height back to the default and enroll them in middle school. I guess they mean high school, right? Okay. Why can't my preteen be romantic? I disabled the romance pie menu for preteens. I plan on making my own romance options in the next pack for this mod, so please be patient. What if I play on short, normal, or a long lifespan? I have made 3 different versions of this mod for each lifespan option. The short version lets your sims be preteens for 4 days, the normal is 7, and long is 32 days. Future plans. I plan on making this mod in packs because it'll make development easier, and also you guys will be able to choose what features you want in your game. Future packs. First Crush, which is a relationship pack, middle school pack, also a self-care and a puberty pack. Since it's probably best to showcase this mod on an existing household, what better household than the Dill household? I recently did an update on this family in case you guys are wondering how they are doing. And honestly, they're thriving. They're living their best lives right now. But in that update, ironically enough, we had aged Jill into a teenager. So we're gonna see what she looks like as a preteen. So let me just go and show you guys a little up close and personal look as to how Jill looks like as a child, because again, there might be some, you know, facial differences and whatnot when she becomes a preteen. Now, Stephanie is literally standing in the middle of the stairwell, which is totally fine. I mean, it's not like we're like in a really good relationship with her anyways. So like, do we really care if she shows up to her birthday party? Probably not. More cake for us. But we're gonna pull out the cake that we made in the previous episode. I keep saying episode, but the update, and this is still good. So we're gonna use this for like a third birthday. It's fine. All right, so let's have Jill go and add on a little birthday topper, and then we're gonna have her blow out the candles. I'm actually really freaking nervous to see what she ends up looking like. And Nicolette says, hey, want want to play sim blocks later. Okay, sure. Yeah, that'd be a lot of fun. All right, so let's have her go and blow out the candles. It's not going to be like a super eventful birthday. Poor Jillian. She's kind of used to it. At least she got a birthday cake this year because typically her mother forgets. But, you know, Donna's on this, being a better mama kick. Preteen years. Awesome. Welcome, Jillian and Dill, to being a preteen. For the next couple of years, you're going to be experiencing some changes. But don't worry, Jillian. It's completely natural. You'll do just fine. Oh, boy. Here we go. My son's preteen years. Whew, those were a doozy. So she actually does do the whole age thing. Jillian aged up. So it does say here that she's technically still entering teenagedom. So it doesn't say anything about a preteen. So that kind of transition, it feels a little chalky, right? Because it would be really nice if it did actually acknowledge the fact that Jill was a preteen. But it's okay. It's a mod. We'll go with it. For Jill's aspiration, it really doesn't matter, but I'm thinking we might just play around with the neighborhood confidant. Aspiration for now, we'll go ahead and accept that. Wow. Okay. Instantly, I can already tell that Jill is a lot shorter than her mom, whom obviously is an adult. But something else I noticed is I think her skin details got randomized because this girl has wrinkles and she's only probably about like 12, maybe 11. I would say she still looks a little bit older than a preteen, and I'm not exactly sure how I like this character design for a preteen. Like her eyes are a little bit bigger, and I do know what Jill looks like as a teenager, and I just don't feel like she looks like herself, if that makes sense. I don't know, maybe I'm crazy, but we're gonna hop into create a sim really quick and kind of play around with her style a little bit just to see if maybe I can get her better well adjusted. I'm noticing her nose is very like pinchy, and also it's kind of hard for me to like, you know, control her a little bit because of how short she is in Create a Sim. Is there a way that I could like play around with her ears a little bit? Okay, so her ears are like pretty much fixed to her head. And if I wanted to fix her nose, I totally could. See, this I like better. Like, I'm obviously not going to do this to Jill, but I mean, I don't know. Maybe they're going for like the whole you haven't grown into your looks thing. I'm just not sure how I feel about the way that they look as preteens, and that's okay. Like, I'm not dogging it. I'm just saying that's how I feel personally. So for skin details, we're going to remove everything. I'm probably going to give her a custom skin, and right there, the custom skin. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, I'm already liking what she looks like a hell of a lot better. And it's starting to suit the Jillian Dill that I know. For her hair, I want to give her something that is kind of like pre-teeny, very reminiscent of, you know, what I think Jill would go for. Obviously, if you know her backstory, she's had short hair her entire life because her mom never really wanted to do her hair. So I envision when she's old enough to kind of make her own decisions, which, I mean, preteen probably not, but you know what I'm saying. I could definitely see her wearing longer hair. So for her clothes, I'm not going to get that deep into it. I'm going to slap a little outfit together and call it a day. After tinkering around in Create a Sim a little bit more, I absolutely love the way that Jill looks as a preteen. However, I still stand by what I said earlier. I do feel like this character design for preteens definitely erased some of her features that make Jill Jill. Like, for instance, this little screen grab here where she's a child, a preteen, and a teenager. You can kind of get a better idea of what I'm talking about. But don't get me wrong, by no means would that deter me from downloading this mod. I love the concept and even just the idea of having preteens, and I think even though we're pretty early into the mod, it's very well done. And the Sims team, hello, they should take notes because a life simulator should definitely have more life stages than like I don't know what, 4 or 5, maybe even less, who knows. Anyways, Jill is enjoying a nice little piece of cake. You will see in the animations just due to the fact that she is naturally a little bit smaller now. The plate is cutting into her leg, but if we go into her Simology, we will see the brand new preteen trait. And also if we go into school/career, I'm thinking because we had aged her into a teenager and then aged her down and aged her back up again, it did not automatically enroll her into middle school, and that's fine. All you have to do is just do it manually. Junior high, here you can make new friends, enemies, or even your first love. That'll last 2 weeks max. You could of course try to learn too, but who actually does that? I am a little curious about one fun thing. So Kat did mention that in the future she has plans to add in a puberty pack, but if you have Kawaii Stacy Slice of Life mod, then you already have like puberty, menstrual cycles, and all that jazz. Now here's the gig though. If this is supposed to be like an 11 to like, 12-year-old, I think that's like the preteen era, then that might be a little too soon, but also that might be right on schedule. I love how she's over here brushing her damn teeth because they were looking a little yellow there for a second, but I am curious to see how that puberty pack will integrate with Kawaii Stacy's Slice of Life mod. Anyway, I'm gonna actually have Jill go and take a little quick shower because I want to play around with some of the simple hygiene features. Hygiene? Why did that hygiene? That sounded like I was saying hygiene. It sounded really, really weird to me for some reason. I think Donna has like laundry in here still from like the update that is probably absolutely disgusting, soggy, wet, stanky, smells like mildew. Y'all know what I'm talking about. That's like seriously the worst smell known to man. And then I love how Stephanie is doing cannonballs in the apartment complex pool. It's amazing. Okay. All right, let's go and see if Jill is still in the shower. She's actually just about finished. And thank goodness gracious for the Slice of Life because now she's having some realistic acne happening. So it already feels like a damn preteen. Like I'm being so serious. All right, so let's go ahead and take a little look-see here. Dry skin. Oops, looks like I forgot to put on lotion. Well, it doesn't matter unless someone notices, right? I mean, yeah, that and the fact that you might actually get those wrinkles back that you had in the beginning if you don't put on some damn lotion. I mean, come on. We don't need a Frosted Flakes up in here. So let me grab Jill for a hot second and let's check out the brand new pie menu. So that should be right here, preteen. I love this little icon too. It's adorable. So underneath preteen, you'll be able to actually remove the preteen trait. So I wish everything like adding the body spray, applying lotion, all of these little hygiene interactions were actually under the main menu. It definitely makes searching for them a hell of a lot easier. So I don't do exactly what I'm doing right now, which is a lot of back and forth. But we're going to go and apply the lotion. Probably should also apply some deodorant too while we're at it. But there she goes. Oh my God. It's like an actual animation. That is insane. Okay, so she's applied herself a little deodorant, or I'm sorry, lotion, and it appears that it got rid of that nasty buff that she was experiencing. Granted, my poor girl is having a full-fledged breakout right now. Let's also have her go and apply some deodorant, which will help, okay, slow down the hygiene bar. So that's actually the same animation too, which kind of sucks. I do wish it would show her applying some deodorant. But the last thing to do is apply a little body spray. Now that's a cool animation. I like that a lot. And she's like wafting it in. And she's also got a brand new moodlet that says nice and fresh. No one can say I smell now. Wonderful. So something I didn't tell you is how many days I have actually placed in my game preteen wise. So I did it for, I think, the shortest amount possible. And essentially what I think is going to happen is if I like remove the trait, it would act the same. So maybe we'll see what happens when we remove the trait. But I did want to show you guys what the middle school homework looks like. So it's just basically a red version of the high school book, but I want her to come over here and do some homework just to see, I don't know, just to see what that looks like and kind of what happens. She also has another confident moodlet that says smelling fresh. Wow, I smell amazing. I feel like I can do anything. I love how Austin is still sliding in our DMs. He says, happy birthday. Do you mind if I come make you some cake? Of course, Austin. He's like one of our childhood friends and he's literally like jogging like a madman across the street, unfortunately. Well, she's still technically a teen. She just can't be romantic with Austin. So that's a little weird. I don't know how I feel about that. But as I was trying to say earlier before I got really interrupted by the game, this mod is still in early development. And in my personal opinion, I don't think I could actually play without it. I really do love, oh my God, Austin, you are barking up the wrong tree, my man. I don't even think I could honestly play without it. Like I couldn't envision a world without preteens now. And just because it seems like Kat is really invested in updating this mod and making it even better than what it is, I'm pretty excited to see where this goes. And so if you guys are interested in checking this mod out, you know where I'm going to put it. I'm going to put it in the description. It'll also be on my website at KATATO.UrbanSimsX.com in case you guys want to go ahead and give it a look. I do actually have a romance pie menu here, which is kind of interesting. And I'm able to actually add a pre-teen trait to Austin. Now, I was going to wrap up this video, but then I totally forgot. I kind of want to see what happens when two people interact, but my main objective here was to get like a contact animation to happen. So maybe we'll have, you know, Donna come downstairs and actually hug her daughter, which I'm hoping she's still able to do. So let me go and give that a little try here, just because, I mean, that could be a small pet peeve, I guess, of sorts, if the animations were too like janky and misaligned. But I mean, I'm expecting that at least to some degree, because I mean, look at how short she is in comparison to her mom. I kind of love it, actually. It's not too bad. I mean, she is totally, you know, wafted in the ambience of her mother's armpit right now, but actually it looks pretty good to me. Let's see what would happen if we did decide to remove Jillian's preteen trait. So going into the preteen pie menu, all we have to do is just remove the trait, and then we get this notification that says teen years. Welcome Jillian Dill to being a teenager. Being a teenager isn't really that different, and you probably feel exactly the same, just a bit taller. Your voice might be a little bit deeper, and you're going to start experiencing a lot more drama. Don't worry, Jillian, you'll make it. Oh, I love that. So now that I've gone ahead and accepted okay. Ooh, Billy Bob Thornton. She looks exactly how she did. No, that's not for me. That's not for me. This could potentially be a deal breaker for me when it comes to the mod. Jill literally looks nothing like she did as a child. Now, my biggest issue is that when it starts changing the genetics of my sim and how they're destined to be, like I said, that's kind of a problem. So I'm going to age her up into an adult. And if she doesn't look anything like she did before, unfortunately, until and if that appearance issue is fixed, I probably won't keep this mod installed. Okay. So I have aged Jill into an adult, and as you guys can see, she still has the same kind of characteristics of being a preteen. I'm not sure if this is a user error, because it could be, let's be honest, because I've done a lot of aging up and aging down where it hasn't really happened like organically. Although I will say I just aged her up organically through a honey cake, but it could be me. It could be. It really could be. Now, I love the concept of the mod. I love everything that it has to offer so far. My biggest issue, and the reason why I won't be keeping it in my game personally, is because it alters the way that my sim looks. And I think that it alters every sim into a manner that looks similar to how Jill does as a preteen. And I don't want my genetics to be erased by this mod if that's going to happen. So unfortunately, if that ever gets fixed, I'll add it back in. But if it doesn't, it's gonna have to be a pass for me, which sucks because I love the mod so much. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up this video here. If you're still interested in checking out this mod, I will go ahead and provide a link in the description, and y'all can let me know what you think in the comments down below where the sun does not shine. And I will see you all next time. Bye, guys.